I'm back on the Shaun Attwood, and I want to I'm gonna show y'all some documents of the real reason why he was incarcerated. And you need to watch it, really watch it, and also, um, the way he continues to try to make the melanated people, us black people, look small. Okay, allegedly, and and he's doing all that for sympathy. He's also having a tour, It's like a sympathy tour. That's what I'm gonna call it, and that's what Sherelle's World called it. Anyway, I'm gonna let just watch. Just please watch the whole stream. And as far as I did not do anything about the AT2 part of it. I started it right after that because that's between those two. Well, there's really three channels: Sherelle's World, Denot, and AT2. AT2 is mad at don't like Denot, so he mad because Sherelle's World then invited Denot to the show. To be on to talk about this Shaun Attwood stuff. You want everybody that has knowledge to be on it. You can't pick friends, and like he's mad at Denot. Sherelle invited Denot, so AT2 got mad at Sherelle. You understand? Now I'm gonna have to go all the way back, which I didn't want to do, so y'all can hear it. Since I started talking about it, I gotta be about it, right? But anyway, yeah, he was mad at her, and I ain't like that. So AT2, and then what makes it bad now? Uh he let Shaun Attwood come on his platform and talk junk. I'm sorry, talk junk about Sherelle and Denot. I mean, him and Denot. For I don't know what's up with that. They don't. That's them two young men. But why you gonna bring Sherelle into it? Cause she let Denot come and speak on the subject that they was doing to help the black community. So, Lord, but I'm gonna let y'all hear it now that I talked about it. Okay. All right. And thank you, Sherelle's World. Shout out to Sherelle's World for letting us spread the word on Shaun Attwood so everybody will know. And please hit that subscribe button, please. Thank you so much. Here we go. Let me do the best I can. Wait a minute, I'm sorry.
Oh, he said he was coming down for Christmas. I look up, call him, see where he's at. I'm blocked. He made a video talking about he's done with because I'm working with the ops. It's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. AT2 is out of his mind. Nobody thought about you when Denot came on here. Nobody talked about AT2. I didn't even know you had a beef with him. And you probably didn't tell me because I don't give a damn who you have beefs with. I think AT2, you're handling this all wrong. You broke up a really good friendship
really
that will never be. Because if you have a problem with me, you got my damn phone number. You're going to go live and make videos. I always complain to you about, I don't know these people. These people just making videos on me, lying on me. You were an insider who I trusted. I don't tell you how to run your channel. You don't tell me how to run mine. Nobody, your name was not mentioned. And now the reason why you got backlash in your chat last night is because
what is wrong?
Shaun Attwood is a true parasite. He's a...
Sorry, y'all. Sorry, let me clean the camera. Sorry about that.
Terrible person, and he's using the black community. But you let him on your panel to talk about me and Denot. This is not about you. This about somebody thinking the black community is that dumb that they can use us.
Right. Wait, so he let a white person get on his stand and talk about me
and me.
Yeah, he talked about both of you.
It doesn't make any sense. Let me tell you what I think AT2 is going through. As you get bigger, these problems get worse. Everybody thinks, oh, I want to hurry up and make it so I can make it. You want money. You don't want YouTube fame. You don't know how to handle it. This had nothing to do with your channel.
Can y'all see
it had
that?
nothing to do with you or Denai. I don't even know what y'all fell out about. I don't know. I don't care.
Sherelle, I'm just that
don't tell it.
That's with me. He's mad because his auntie contacted me via email, showing me pictures of him by himself, his birthday. Did a whole live stream with me saying he hates black women and that he tried to beat up his cousin who was pregnant.
That's enough.
So his auntie pretty much put some things out about him that he didn't like, and I agree. I actually deleted the video. He still has a problem about that. He pretended to beat me for Halloween last year, and he had the white people damage my platform and stuff. But in totality, like, we're here. I can forgive and move on. I'm still gonna be denied. I'm just on Sherelle's show right now. But, when I find out what he said, it's going to be up.
Oh.
And I just can be respectful. But when you're jealous of somebody, he has a very negative, jealous energy.
Hey, Green Adventures.
That can't be fixed. See, I sell the front and he sell the back. So stuff like that you can't fix.
Well, I had no idea about your beefs because, as everyone knows, I try to stay away from that. It damages your channel. AT2, you've got a bigger platform now. If you want to keep acting like you only got 10,000 subs, you're going to ruin yourself. V, what did you have to say to AT2?
I'm so disappointed in him right now. It ain't even funny. You, Sherelle and Perry done had your back for the longest, AT2. You ought to be ashamed of your damn self, your big ass, acting like that. They had your back for the longest. And then you going, and this really pissed me off, you going to say, F you and your mama and your dad. You know I'm the mama. I don't play that shit.
Yeah, that's Sherelle's mama.
You want to make an enemy for life. I ain't on here trying to be nice. You want to make an enemy for life. I ain't in it, but you drag me in it, then I'll be in it. So I'm disappointed in your big ass acting the way you acting, your behavior. You should be beyond that right now. Your channel was growing. You was doing well. Your channel was growing, but it seemed like so was your head. Because you should be beyond that shit you're doing right now. Playing games. Okay, now you going to go on that man's channel. And they done showed all the proof that man ain't nothing but a damn crook. And you acting a damn fool out here because you pouting. You better grow the hell up. I'm done with it.
And I also want to double back and say, I didn't see AT2 video because I was out. But Jaguar Wright and Madagascar, they've all sat on that platform saying that they want to be white and they want white power and all of that other stuff. So I think he might want to be white too. So I don't know.
And B, go on mute. But look, this is what I'm going to say about this whole thing. AT2 know for a fact. Now, I'm not shocked because we've been doing this social media shit for a minute, but a little disappointed because at the same time, we have praised him. It's times where we didn't get along when we first started. We gave you another chance, or you gave us another chance. We got back together. Let's put it that way. So people talk a lot on social media. That's just talk. And for you to get upset because we let Denot come on our channel, whether you got a beef or not, it would be a difference if you let Denot come on here and talk shit about you. Then that'd be like two-faced, like what you did last night, letting that Shane guy come on and talk shit about my wife. I don't appreciate it.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. I'm just shocked. He let a white man come and talk about Sherelle.
Hold on, Denot. Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, but look, and this is the thing, because I would tell him, hey, you're doing great, AT2. Because it's all a learning curve. Praise him, say, hey, just stay out the stuff and just keep going forward. But it sort of pushed me back for you to look at us that way because I thought we was on a different level. But that's my mistake. But at the same token, don't come out here and try to backslide now by saying, "Oh, yes, I got people I banter back and forth with, but I only got one YouTube friend."
Hey, please
Well,
hit the
keep
like,
that friend.
please hit the subscribe button as
And
you
nobody's
come in.
asking you for a shout out. But
No.
I talk the subliminals. When you throwing out bullshit about, oh, you know what? But fuck everybody. Everybody that have my op on. Now, that's why you can't go back and say it's only one person you hate. Like on your thing, it's only one person I hate, and that would be Denied, right? But that would kill the argument. If who did he have? Who did not have on? That was your op. You was talking about us, but we going into 2025. Let's just start saying names.
Exactly.
If you got a problem with somebody, say it. When I felt like you was feeling a certain kind of way, I called both of your cell phones. I tried to Instagram you. I was planning on meeting up with you during the Christmas holidays, and it was no pickup. So at a certain time, just be a man. I came to you like this, hey, if it's a problem, let's talk about it. It would have been different. Now, it's times me and Denai. Look, everybody know me, Sherelle, and Denai ain't perfectly
Yeah, I remember.
But you know what? That's talk. That's banner going back and forth or whatever the case may be. But this project was bigger than that. This was about the black community with Attwood. But for you to come on and act like that, and during the times actually when we was going back and forth and Denai had 1,000 thumbnails of us, you had them on your show.
Yeah.
No. Now let's keep it real though. But what kind of hypocrite is that? You had them on your show.
That is true.
And y'all did shows together. Met up in LA, I think. So, but now you want to sit on there and act like we did something to you? I think it's effed up. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, people come into your life for a reason and a season. I hate to see this friendship break up, but it is. I can never trust you again. You know that's my pet peeve. Someone going to the internet instead of coming to me. Me and AT2 will never be friends again. And
okay, and now I'm gonna get to the part where I wanted to go, but since I talked about that and I couldn't explain it like the people who are in it can. But so we're gonna get to these documents right quick, okay? Let me find the documents. Okay. Y'all please subscribe to Valentine TV. I made it to 511 for those who care. Now I made it to 511 and I'm so proud. Alright, here we go. Right here. Okay. Now we're gonna get into the documents that show you and the reason, you know, he's Shaun Attwood is going around like telling people that he's this big drug pen. He's a big drug pen, big drug lord. He was in it with allegedly Sammy the Bull and his son. That kind of. So that's why we're gonna break this thing down. And then he likes to have a lot of us. What I mean by us is us black people on his show to try to make money off of us. You know what I mean? Just watch the show. Watch the show and you will see, because I watched it and I saw it. Alright, so anyway, here's his that's why we got the true prison records, okay? Since he's so bad and all of this stuff, so we gonna debunk that right quick. Alright, so yeah, he can, cause I didn't know in the UK it was illegal, illegal for somebody to pull up stuff that to us is public record over here. But to them, it's not. It's an invasion of privacy. Alright, here we go. That's why nobody over there questions what he does, because he can say what he want. They can't go look for it, anything. But that's why all of us, whoever seeing these records or anything like this, that's why Sherelle gave permission, that we could just only on Shaun Attwood's that I know of, use her, spread the word, and then y'all spread the word however y'all see it. If mine is good enough, hey, use it. But anyway, anything to help us out, okay? All right, here we go. We getting ready to go into these records right now. All right, here we go.
So, obviously, I deal with a whole lot of topics, and I'm 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 versed in a lot of areas.
I'm sorry, y'all.
And I have experience reading these documents.
And that is Storm Radio Live. He's going to be the one to reading the document. He has I don't know, I'm hot. But he has experience reading these documents and stuff, okay?
Because it's not my first rodeo.
Okay.
So to get right into it, the whole reason Shaun Attwood got some popularity because there was a television show abroad, and they Shaun Attwood on the television show, and talking about his prison experiences in America, because he is not from America. So that's how it all began. Okay. The other thing is that in 2000, well, it's actually Sammy the Bull. It actually started in 2000, but I think around 2001 is when it all started. Period. Out of control. So thus, Sammy the Bull was sentenced in Arizona, and he was also sentenced in New York. Those two sentences ran concurrent together.
Oh my.
But here's the caveat. He didn't do the time in New York or Arizona. He served his time in Colorado.
Colorado, in the Supermax prison. I found that out too. You are so right.
In the Supermax prison. So there was no way possible that Shaun Attwood done any time with Sammy the Bull, because it's public information, and Sammy the Bull did his time in Colorado. After he was released from Colorado,
they'll get all that fixed.
Released in 2017, he moved to Arizona, and thus his family moved to Arizona right after that with him. So that's how Sammy the Bull is living the life that he lives in Arizona. Now, getting back to the story of Shaun Attwood and how Shaun Attwood got started in Arizona. Shaun Attwood began his life in the nightclub scene of the gay nightclub era.
Say this again? What?
Shaun Attwood's lifestyle in America was active in the gay nightclub.
Oh, okay. All right.
He was.
And can I also elaborate on that? When I was 18, I went down to Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, and it was guys that would come in, and they would have minors and high schoolers consuming and buying illegal things from there. They would have underage go-go boys, all of that stuff. So this specific club that he was in Phoenix, Arizona, was like one of those clubs where the little 18-year-old twinks and stuff are there dancing and getting wrecked and stuff. You know,
it was the premier club.
And this is all in England?
No, this is in Arizona.
Okay. All right. So he started out in the gay clubs, and then what happened?
Okay, so while starting out there, they were known as raves. Okay, and so in that rave time period, he then had a crew together, and they were doing ecstasy inside the rave clubs, and that's what it was. So his young folk were doing all the selling and everything, and he was pretty much, as we say, the shot caller and the one providing he's the connect for them to get what they need to distribute to everybody else. He was the connect. So they wanted to actually RICO him, and they could not, because he made a deal.
Okay.
He made a deal to not be RICO'd. So that deal he took was for 7 years. And that 7-year agreement he was a few charges that were ran concurrent for him to serve out of Maricopa County. Now, here's the thing that happened with that. They also wanted to charge him with the fact that he was using minors to do the bid of selling.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
Is this
Yes.
allegedly?
No, this is not alleged. This is facts.
Yeah, this is facts. And also, there's no
I'm going to
because
break it down. I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to show you in succession on the paperwork that you acquired.
Right.
And
right.
so I'm giving you the synopsis of how this breaks down and where it got him thus to where he is. Now, I'm going to say this before we start reading, and I'll be factual about this. And well, I am factual about it because I can stand on it. And I'm not a YouTuber at all. I'm a broadcaster, and I don't care what any of them say. Join at me, and I will place you on every broadcast medium.
Oh wow! Ooh.
Mind you, I have 6 radio stations on iHeartMedia, and I do go live.
Great. Thank you for coming here, because we need an audience. We need to get this word out. So, does anybody want to say anything before he goes over this paperwork, which is his prison records? Does it not, Perry? Anybody want to say anything?
No.
Yes, I do. Oh, go ahead, Perry. I got you.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay, so I just want to clarify something because I heard that white lady Stephanie on AT2's channel mention that he wasn't with Seminole Bull, he was with Seminole Bull's son, but that's remotely impossible because Shaun Attwood pointed out so that he wouldn't get the federal charge. He was not in the federal system. Seminole Bull's son was in the federal system, not the state system. I just want to put that in.
Okay, all right, let's get started. Woo, child. This is so. Let me, because I can't see. Everybody know I've been needing glasses for years. I keep not going. So
Okay, let me get mine lined up.
So where do you want me to start? This is page 2. Did you need to go to page 1 first?
Yes, go to page 1 first, so I could go through this so everybody sees the session what I'm talking about. You could all right. So here,
can y'all see?
Here the state have sent you the documents from the Department of Corrections, which can be gotten. And the reason says to whom it may concern, attached is the Arizona Department of Corrections Rehabilitation and Reentry, ADCRR, incarceration report for the above named individual. This report was pulled by ADCRR staff on the run date indicated in the upper left-hand corner of the report. The information in this report comes from Arizona Correctional Information Systems, ACIS database, and represents the official incarceration information on file with ADCRR. Please contact this office if you have any questions. All right, so moving forward down, the second sheet gives you the initial breakdown of his race, the age at time of incarceration, and thus forth. If we now go to episode 1 under comments, it shows here that in May 14th of 2003, he was issued a 7-year, 4-month, 15-day sentence. Mm-hmm. That's from Maricopa County Court. That's where he received that. Okay. That particular case was money laundering, which is a third degree felony out of that. So that sentence has since expired. That was number A. Number B, Maricopa County sentence, which was June 28, 2004, was the same concurrent sentence of 7-year, 4 months, and 15 days imposed. That's B, if you see on the form. If you go under B, you will see the case number, which is 2002-007868. The offense description is dangerous drug violations, attempt to commit, okay, which is a third-degree felony. Under that was a secondary charge on the same case indictment number, which is 2002-007868, use electronic commission for drug transactions.
So there's nothing in these official records to state that Shaun was facing 200 years or pled guilty to 200 years. Therefore, he says this in all of his books that, he was looking at 200 years. This is
the official prison record, and nowhere on there does it say anything other than 7 years, 4 months, and 15 days. That's what he was looking at. That's what he got. Now, if he was to embellish what everything was, and he was looking at all of the time that he could have gotten for dealing with minors, that may have been the fact. However, he did not get that, and that was not on the table, because the only thing that became on the table was the fact that he agreed to take the 7 years, 4 months, and 15 days to not get a sentence for RICOing for running a ecstasy gang in the nightclub business there in Arizona.
So, Shaun, you're being inconsistent again. You go on TED Talks, you tell everybody that you were a drug kingpin. Okay, that's not true. Kingpins are the ones that are making millions of dollars flying planes. And then you said you were facing 200 years. And, it's just sad. You probably could have told your story honestly and had the same effect. But you wanted to be a mafioso kingpin. And you're further from it. Let's get down to these charges now. Storm.
Okay.
Radio.
Okay.
Live.
So after... this is what I find funny. After he was sentenced and then moved from Maricopa County into the state prison system, all right, that would be July 14th of 2004. Okay, so he had the new felony conviction on which was, so he did the plea deal in May. And they waited until July to actually sentence him.
Right.
Okay, let's talk about this plea deal. Okay, I want to start with you, Dana. You heard something about minors. What did you hear?
Well, so I have his actual book, and when he's saying where he first got introduced to illegal substances was in this particular club, and I researched it and the history of it, and it pretty much was like a go-go bar to where they have the 18 and plus dancers in the back rooms where the guys would come in and kind of like rent out the boys and stuff. That's what type of club he was in.
These minors are boys?
Yeah, and some of them are not even 18. They're 15 with fake IDs.
Stop! Wait a minute.
Yeah,
that's absolutely correct.
They're clients that they're dancing with. They're taking them in private. They're selling it to them then, and he's essentially supplying these substances for these boys to, pretty much extract and do business in the club. That's what type of club he was at. And then on top of it, this was in the late 90s. It narrated, he talked about how he seen a fat kid on ketamine, and I'm like, wait, we in the Brad community, we just started talking about this with Diddy, and don't let me find out you worse than Diddy.
Oh, my.
Oh, no.
Oh, deny.
For real. Like, I got the whole book. They said if you want to hide something from a Negro, put it in the book. Well, the right one got your book.
Because we can read.
Right.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm wiping sweat.
Okay, so is that why you took a plea, Storm Radio? Why? How come we don't know about these young boys?
Okay, so the reason that you wouldn't know about him because he decided not to go to trial so that any of that would be proffered in the case. So he felt that it was in his best interest to take a plea deal to receive the 7 years that he received. Okay, now here's the interesting part that gets me. Okay, So on 7/21/2004, he was transferred to the Browning staging facility, where when you first go into prison in Arizona, they don't just send you to a facility. That you have to go in and to the reception center so that you can get classified and get your custody classification, and then find out where in population they're going to place you at. That's the process you go to. All right. So under that routine process on 7/21, he started that. But here on 7/21 in 2004, he was transferred to the Browning unit, which I told you, which if you see under the notes says ASPC-PHX reception. Okay. So that's proof of what I just said, that is the reception center where he went to.
And the reason that I didn't understand that is because this is written. This is like written in code to me. Right. You would have to have an experienced person.
No problem. I got you covered. Okay. I understand the document in full. Okay. So, yes, I'm your man for this. Oh, I'm missing a lot. Now, it shows that on 7/21 he was transferred to. Right under that, on 7/21 he was received at the Browning unit. Okay. And
y'all, please hang in here with me. It'll get better. And plus, I'm not gonna do the whole show, the entire show. I just want y'all to see the records. Since Shaun Attwood wants to use us, but over there in the UK, he pretended like he this big drug lord. You know what I mean? When he was over here in the US, that's what he went back over there and told him, because he knew they couldn't look up his records. Right? So just bear with the report for a minute so we can prove him wrong, so it can be out for people to see. Okay? And please feel free, take it off share it, take it. I don't care, just get it out so he can stop inviting all us just melanated people on his platform. To make us look like he always find the ones that doesn't tell the truth, or got some kind of something going on in the brain. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna call no names. Y'all can add the names. Y'all haven't seen this platform. Alright, here we go. Hopefully, maybe. But I'm not going back over there. Alright, so here we go. Just bear with me through these papers. Please don't leave me by myself. And please hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Here we go.
And then
let me get it back big because I can't see.
He was transferred in November.
Okay, wait, let me find it.
So mind you, 4 months from July to November.
Okay, here we go.
They was there in orientation and being held to be placed.
Okay.
Now you see that the information is redacted there?
Yes.
Right there.
That's not a good sign.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
That generally means one of two things. That means that he ended up at some point in PC, and they
protective care,
protective custody.
Well, okay, so they do that. Oh my God! Only for a couple reasons. One, if you are being harassed for being homosexual. Two, if there's a problem with minors.
Correct.
OMG.
They cannot put you in general population because they don't go for that.
OMG. Right. This is why I have to let everybody know what's going on with this man. Nobody in their right mind would listen to anybody that has to go in protective custody because you did something to minors. Oh my God, I just felt in my heart this man not to be trusted. Go ahead.
Or with minors.
Ooh. To
Well,
or with.
what does that mean?
Also, I
Well,
just wanted to call
To
something out
or
in real
with me.
time. He now has stolen my Ratchet channel. He has a Ratchet Mafia now, Shaun. That's how acclimated and down with black culture he is.
What?
His new crew is called the Ratchet Mafia, like mine. Surprising, right?
You're
Oh,
fading in and out, Dana. Say it again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
say it again.
You just hit mute. Do not.
Say it again. Say
Oh
it again.
no, what I said was he's Shaun Attwood has in real time like stolen my Ratchet Mafia, and he has a Ratchet gang, and these white people behind black women pictures sending super chats saying welcome Ratchet gang and Ratchet Mafia. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You
That's
know,
what
you could. That's called mass flagging. I'll talk to you after the show because he tried to do me, but I put a stop to it. And Shaun Attwood has had his channel taken down before by YouTube, and we have to make sure he's not a repeat offender about that. But anyway, the minors things is very. What do you mean doing things with minors? Is it like?
so
What it sound like?
in the prison world, if you have anything in your background that you are working with minors, accosting minors for other reasons, rectal, the S word or whatever like that,
Yeah.
they gangsters don't have anything to do with you, and especially skinheads
Oh
or the
boy.
Aryan. That's a no-no.
Oh boy. Oh,
And
boy.
according to chapter 1 in his book, which contradicts chapter 4, but let's focus on chapter 1. With these movements, when he was first put in there, he went into the room and they told him you can't get in the room. Then they kicked him out and put him in the dorm. And then he put himself in PC inside of Max. At this particular location right here. So
Also, too, in jail talk, don't they call those people chomos?
That's correct.
Oh
Right.
my gosh! Oh my gosh! Child.
So, but let me break that terminology down for you. Chomo is a mineral offender.
Oh my god!
Or child offender.
Mm-hmm.
That's what chomo means. Okay. So
You're not making this up. It's stated you're in Is it called protective custody?
yeah, but you got to let me. Before you go to the question, you
see
got
all
to let
that
me
stuff
get
blacked out. That's when he was in protected custody. Snitching.
Yeah. So you got to let me go through the whole thing so you understand exactly where, so we don't get stuck in a conversation just right there.
Okay.
So that you go through it, with proof, so people completely understand where this is coming from.
Okay.
And to explain his whole custody situation, that it could not been that, because he was not in that nomenclature status to be in that position to even. Well, he just couldn't be
Not being
position,
up there with
period.
Sammy the Bull now.
So if you look at this here, as Danat was just saying, he gave us about the roaches crawling and whatever, and he was looking at. Now, here's if you're in a 2-man cell, that would be either close custody or medium custody. Max custody,
Where is it
single
at?
cell.
Where is it at?
And protective custody, you're in single cell.
Okay.
And that's why that information is redacted.
Okay.
So that you cannot see that. Okay. Now, if you go to 11/4/2004, where he's now transferred to the Browning staging unit. Okay.
Okay.
All right. He was unassigned from his bed right away the very first day.
Right. Okay.
So when you get there, they put you in a 2-man cell. The dude the other inmate in the 2-man cell would say, "Hey, what's up, dog? What's up? What's up?" You might not even say, "Dog." Look at me, look a little sweet, and he's a real dude. He's gonna have a problem with it. He's like, "Oh, okay, what's up? What's your background? What's going on with you?" And he said, "Oh, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it." He said, "Okay, that's a red flag. You don't want to talk about it. You're not sharing what's up. Now I need to find out who you are here with me, right?" So the dude more than likely is sleeping on the bottom bunk because he would end up in there to the top bunk because the other person was already in the cell. He has the bottom bunk. Now, in his story, he gives this audacious statement that he could see the roaches falling, and he took his mattress and put it on the floor.
Wait a minute.
I would argue the fact that his bunkie did not want him on top of there. He wanted him where he could see him, and he made him put his mattress on the floor and sleep on it. And once you're in a 2-man cell, that mattress is no more than 1.5 feet from the urinal.
Okay.
Lord.
And mind you,
I gotta get something to drink.
you,
I am so sorry.
the person on the bottom bunk would have to step over him to get up and use it.
Oh my God.
Okay, so he wasn't treated like a kingpin. He was treated like a chomo.
Excuse me, y'all.
Listen, I talked to my cousin, and my cousin said that the Aryans ran through him to use his butthole like it was a suitcase.
Well, before we get in all of that, let's establish the reason why one could say that, so that people don't just say we're just throwing names out at them. Let's just put the facts out there, because Sherelle actually got it. So let's break it down so that people now understand how that could be said and why that could be said. Because that's the part that I want to help with, so that people have no doubt in them that this is factual.
Y'all.
Okay. Now this is where, and I didn't mean to cut you off tonight. If I did, please forgive me if I did that, sir. Okay.
No, keep going. You're good.
Okay. Okay. So now on 11/3/2004. Excuse me, correction. 11/4/2004. He's at the Browning stage, right? He's already unassigned from a bed the very first day.
Yeah.
All right. So then they had to do a routine move on that same day. So that's why you see routine under unassigned bed under the redaction there. All right. If you can zoom that in a little bit so people could see.
Right here?
Yes. Yes. So right under the redaction, it says assigned from bed. Okay. Now, and under assigned from bed, it says routine and routine. All right. So they did a move. They moved him 2 times. They moved him 2 times in the same day.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is that okay?
So if you don't have, that's not good. That's bad.
Right.
That's not good. Yeah.
Because I'll give an example. It could be someone says, I don't want a room with a chomo. Could they say that?
Yeah, but for the sake of I don't want to use the phrase chomo at this point. We're just going to go through the facts. And then it would not be a problem for anybody to know exactly why. Okay. So here on make sure. Yes. Here from 11/4 to 12/15, he was okay.
Okay.
We're in that cell where he was.
The dates over here, y'all.
But here on 12/15, he had to get assigned again. From Unit 2 back to Unit 1. Okay?
Is that normal?
From
They're
that.
switching.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's not normal at all. Because there was no disciplinary reason for moving, and it would say so.
I have a question. I know you don't want me to get ahead of the story, but I got to ask the question so the chats are asking. If you were labeled a snitch, would this also explain all of these moving around?
It could be assumed for that, but here's
there was stuff that's blacked out. That's what he was snitching.
Okay.
But no, for right. See, reasons for move. See how I say his routine and all that other stuff is black, and then he was snitching right there. 7/21 until November. And mind you, that's a week after he got there, he was already snitching.
Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So that snitching can go in two forms. The snitching could be that there's things going on that he don't want to be part of, or he was afraid for his life and he had to snitch in order to get moved.
Damn.
Not
Okay.
Mr. Bad
But
Man.
when that
He wasn't
happens,
scared.
you don't go to general population. You go to PC.
Right. Oh, that's right. Oh,
Single cell.
wow. Right.
Okay, so that's why.
And so that's 1 second, and that's important because see, even though he was in Max for some months, he was in PC a week after he got there. So it didn't matter. So he ain't tough.
Well, that what
So, yeah.
PC is Max. So I mean, you know.
That's the thing, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and explain it because I don't wanna be on here turn it like hot, y'all. Sweating like a pea. Listen, the thing is, okay, because I've watched some of the Knots and some of Sherelle's world. Okay, see, each time that he was moved like a rabbit. Okay, when he went in, he told everybody over there in the UK he was tough. Okay, so here's his record. I'm just going in my way, my form, my fastness, because it's true. Okay, them the dates. Okay, and that's telling where he was. The blackouts is when he was snitching, and this is when he was snitching. The unassigned from beds, all of them unassigned from beds. That mean they had to move him. The routine, they had to move him, because people had found out what he was, what he did. You know what I mean? What he was, and what he did to the little ones. Right. So they did all of that for his safety until the end down here. And plus, he was a undocumented, or what you call them? Well, they had to send them back. Send them back to their country. And so at the end, they let him work. They let him work. That way, that was close to the last of the year. They let him work.
Movement is guarded. You can't.
So I'm just doing it fast.
You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. You can't just walk out and use the telephone. None of that. You're down 23 hours a day, and you're out only 1 hour for a shower and phone. If they don't bring the phone to yourself, so you can use it any other time. But that's
yeah. And most of the time, he was scared. He had to go into protective custody, and he could only go out 1 hour a day. And he was still in the fence, maybe. Or they would you would shower, use the phone, or you would they would bring the phone to your cell if you were scared to come out. That's Mr. Shaun Attwood, so bad. Mr. So Bad. And using us, black people.
normally how that's done.
Okay.
Okay, keep
Now-
going. Crazy.
So now we keep seeing that on the 15th, he was moved 1, 2, 3, 4 times in the same freaking day. Unassigned bed, routine move, unassigned bed, routine move. Back from one unit to the other unit, from unit 2 to unit 1, to unit 2 to unit 1. To keep him find a bed to put him in, because nobody wanted this dude in their cell.
Nobody.
Nobody, Shaun Attwood.
Damn. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
He said nobody.
Now I'm about to really break it down. Now this is where it's gonna get fun at.
Okay, good.
All right, so
What
he goes. He's there always. So now he goes from. He's there in that one place. So he stays there from 12/15/2004 to June 23rd, 2005. In Unit 2. All right, but now somebody spots him out. He has another problem with another inmate, so he has to get it unassigned and moved again.
Your microphone messing up.
2 times on June 23rd. 2005. All right. Then
He had to hop like a rabbit.
I'm wrong. It's more than 2 times. It's one,
He had to
2,
hop around
3,
like a
4,
rabbit.
5, 6 times. Wait a minute.
He count how many times he had to
7
move
times.
around in one day. In one day,
He
y'all.
pulled him around. So there's no time to hear the people banging your head against the toilet. Remember he said
Like,
that?
yeah.
Making the
And
same
if
at night.
it would have been his head, is what the record is showing.
That's correct.
What?
His head was getting right. Either his head was getting moved around or his booty around. But it's one of the other.
Oh, Lord.
Also a possibility that I keep using the word chomo because I never knew about these minor boys. Or it could be snitching. It's not good in his favor. Right, okay.
I just laid it out for you. It's either his booty
Or his head.
or the charges.
Oh, Lord.
Either one.
He said he took a
They're not
class.
happening.
And also, Sheree, I must correct this before that he tried to spin it. This right here is the prison record. When he get to prison and when they asking him for his paperwork, see where he was moving around that quick 7 times in one. They were asking him for his paperwork. He can show them this, that, you know, they're smart enough to read better than us. Let's be clear. But what they're asking for...
Hold on. You're saying the cellmate asks for your paperwork?
Yes, they ask you what your charges are. Give me your paper. And Shaun Attwood would try he tried to give you this or you got this from the jail. What they're asking for is the information indictment, the allegations. They're not asking you what you pled out to and got sentenced for. They want to know what the people said, what the people you did wrong said about you. And they don't care about you going to court and pleading and playing a game of charades.
Damn.
You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
but
you
let's
gotta
just
tell
say
what
for
happened.
the record that he is a snitch or he's a chummo or something like that. Why is he writing these books pretending to be lying? Why? For money?
Of course.
Well, but see, that's the point where you got to get to. You rushing it. So you want.
I'm overwhelmed. Go ahead.
He likes to go straight up and down the book.
You want to get the history and understand where. So it's going to answer that question for you automatically because the answer is right there in front of you.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
So if you go down to June 28, 2005, where it says transferred to down there,
28.
you'll see that he was transferred to another unit.
Oh, they had to transfer.
And he was for population adjustment.
Oh man,
right?
You got a black.
And it was said he was received for population adjustment. Now, before I move further, here's something that is very important. I'll prove it. He only had 7 years. So anybody receiving a sentence under 10 years that reaches the limit of 7 years, your custody status is either minimum and or medium. Hardly ever would you be placed maximum.
I'm done.
Right.
I'm done.
Okay?
I'm done.
It don't work like that.
I am done.
Okay? If you placed in maximum security with a 7-year sentence, you've been in PC custody, all that protective custody, all of that time. Point blank. Facts.
And let me put something else out that needs to be said here and probably at the end of the video too. Shaun Attwood is bragging about having a documentary on HBO come out about him and Sammy the Bull. Well, we've seen documentaries, the format, Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez. What they do is they're taking these YouTube videos and information that's already put out there and repurposing it for the point of a documentary. So just because him and Sammy the Bull share credit is no more different than him putting the man's name in his book and claiming that. And also, to further elaborate that him and Sammy the Bull never shared the same air, there's a video of Sammy saying it. And for purposes of this documentary, Shaun can't come to the U.S. and Sammy can't go to the U.K., so they were never in the same room at the same time. All right? Thank you.
Ooh, to not. That's why I brought you on here. Sorry.
Let me say something about the documentary. Two, they keep wanting to promote this thing, and then we're going to get back to this case. But they keep elaborating on Sammy the Bull. No, Gerald is his son's supposed to be part of it. They face off. It don't say a damn thing about Sammy the Bull facing off. with nut job. But go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
and on top of that, how did he go to Colorado to see Sammy the Bull when Sammy the Bull was in
Right.
Colorado during the time?
In a supermax
Matter of
prison,
fact,
by the way.
Yeah,
in a
super
Supermax
man.
prison.
Yeah.
Now, watch this. Here's what I'm about to do for you.
Okay,
I'm about
do
to make
it.
this plain and simple. Siri, what prison did Sammy the Bull do his time in?
Uh-oh. Siri.
Those of you that have, it'll say ADX Florence.
Not Sammy, Gerald, or whatever his name is.
Well, but he claimed Sammy the Bull, so that's what
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
on.
that's right. Okay.
Hey, I don't know anything about the son names, Ben. I'm Sammy the Bull. So
Okay.
Sammy the Bull was in a Colorado maximum security institution. All max. No minimum. No minimum custody there at all. No medium custody there at all. All max.
Sean, this is not looking good for you.
All right.
How could you have
All
been?
hitters in the facility.
These men were locked up in a supermax prison where you could come out your cell 1 hour a day from one cage to another cage. This doesn't add up, Mr. Tough Guy. It just doesn't. And I don't understand. I mean, I understand you will say this. This is what I think. I think he will say and do anything in the name of money. And he did that because in the UK, they don't have access to your records. But in the United States, sir, we do.
Wait up.
It's very hard
And
for you to be his competition or talking to him when he is in a whole different prison, a supermax, where he is guarded 24 hours a day. And you.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna let that go right there. I hope y'all was here. I will see when I cut this off. And I had to. I seen something else I wanted to bring to y'all. Okay. Y'all be safe out there because things are not what they seem. I love you. I love you. I love you. And please hit that subscribe button. All right, Valentine TV. Talk to you later.